For the palace, we found a location in Mexico City, which is called the Munal, and it's actually a museum. And here we see Diego Sandoval, our location manager.
During a test shoot, during a location scout.
You see masses of people.
The tricky thing about shooting in the Munal was that we were actually not allowed to
do anything. We
obviously destroy anything, and we couldn't also light any torches, so we had to come up with a different system.
And these little Q-tips that the people seem to be running around with are actually tracking markers. So the little white top and red stripe around it actually later will tell the computer where to insert the fires that we shot separately.
We had to be so careful here not to chip anything off anywhere. And here's John Rhys Davies, who we all know from Indiana Jones and, of course, Gimli the Dwarf in Lord of the Rings.
This is a different location here. This is the...
That's back in Cuernavaca. The presidential war room that we set up and found in a big mansion. And,
yeah, it's a villa that is also a hotel where they're renting out rooms.
Yeah. We used it for several different locations.
It was great working with John in these scenes because the whole thing was conceived as kind of like an homage to Indiana Jones, and of course him being part of Indiana Jones was, a great experience or a great addition to our project.
And in the first discussions that you had with him already, I think it was clear that he was supposed to play this role larger than life.
Exactly.
You hit the bottom, and it stops.
And fly the helicopter! Fly it! All right, boys. Fly the plane! What do I put you through your school for the flying for?
Cut!
Fly the helicopter! What do I put you through the school for?
Action. Helicopter!
And the sequence where the helicopter breaks through the wall, of course, is a combination of blue screen miniature elements and a blue helicopter shape that is flying through this gypsum wall that we shot in slow motion.
And we had to make sure, of course, that the miniature footage that we would shoot aligns exactly with the live action footage, so it looks like the helicopter breaks through next to Clayton.
And this was in this sequence here then combined with a computer animated helicopter, which you see in the next shot. This is computer generated.
Also computer animated dust.
And for the chopping off of the presidential statue, we had this interesting device, and the rotor of the helicopter is actually, I think it's a motor of a lawnmower.
Yeah.
That was used for that.
It was pretty dangerous, actually, this whole thing. And we all had to hide away, and pieces were flying all over the studio.
And of course, a very symbolic scene.
And this went so fast in shooting, it took like a second to chop off this statue, and we shot it in slow motion. The following sequences demonstrate that not everything always runs smoothly during a movie production. When we came to this set in the morning, we found out that everything was so muddy that our production trucks and our picture vehicles actually got stuck in the mud. And it took quite a while and a lot of help to get them out of there.
And then sure enough, when we had to drive our truck through a barrier, it would completely stop, and not at location, but about a mile away from it. So we had to think of clever ways of shooting around this obstacle.
And action! Barriers!
Viva la revolution!
Well, We'll see about that revolution. Okay?
These are the best funded rebels I have ever seen. I mean, I worked on the Armada shot with all those Hueys flying toward the palace, and it was like, are there enough Hueys? Pff, I don't know. I can add 30 or 40 more if you'd like. I mean, they're only about $1 million each. It's an adventure movie, as I am reminded every day.
And now for something completely different.
A man's office is really the window to a man's mind. And if this is Mark,
Don't touch anything here.
oh,
Don't touch anything.
I'm sorry, Mark.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just telling them that this is the brains in operation. He's paying my check, so I'm gonna have to just.
In 2 days, this land will be ours again. All of it.
All right, that's a picture wrap, everybody.
All right.
Thank you very much.
What you got there? Camera?